No introduction today, guys. We're gonna get right to it. Joker was amazing. A beautiful, modern tragedy masterpiece made for cinema lovers, not just comic book lovers. It's a deep dive into mental illness and how one man can break under the pressure of society. By the end of the movie, I found myself cheering for the Joker to full-on rage and kill everyone. Here's 5 reasons why the Joker is amazing. First and foremost, Joaquin Phoenix. Perfect casting here. Joaquin Phoenix is a phenomenal character actor who portrayed this character with charismatic awkwardness. Hands down, the best Joker I've ever seen portrayed on screen. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I think he was much better than Heath Ledger. It was so easy to lose myself in the character and believe the Joker because we don't know much about Joaquin Phoenix's personal life, as opposed to someone like Will Smith, who is so connected with his fans. When we watch him on the big screen, we feel like we're just watching Will Smith and not the character. Joaquin Phoenix is surely going to win awards for this performance. The laughing, the dancing, the crazy look just behind his eyes, fantastic. Reason number 2, suspense. Every single scene had an underlying tone of suspense and dread. We never knew how or when Arthur was going to snap, and it really kept the audience alert and tense and on the edge of their seat. The theater I was in was fairly packed, and at times you couldn't hear a pin drop. It was a great shared cinematic experience. Too many films nowadays resolve the suspense way too soon, and therefore loses the viewer's attention and kills any forward momentum towards the climax. Not this film. Joker was like an elastic band, slowly being tightened minute by minute, scene by scene, with a grand cathartic release right at the end. It really reminds me of how Quentin Tarantino builds suspense in his movies. Superb. Reason number 3, emotion. This movie is very thought-provoking and will make you feel. It will make you think about the world we live in and how we treat one another. The first 30 minutes of the film serve to get you on Arthur's side. It shows you how life has been unfair to Arthur. He has mental illness, he's been adopted, he was abused as a child, and so you're sympathetic for him, and you see how everything is out of his control. It makes you think, if I were under those same circumstances, would I snap just like Arthur? Reason number 4, flavor. This applies mostly to huge Marvel fans like myself. I absolutely love everything the MCU does, and I'm going to keep lining up to see those movies whenever they come out. That being said, they all follow pretty much the same recipe, and you leave the theater with the same taste in your mouth, albeit a great taste. Joker is a completely different recipe for success, and you leave the theater with a great, satisfied feeling. I think comic book fans have been really hungry and itching for this type of grit and dark adult storytelling. On a side note, I think this opens the door for a remake of my all-time favorite comic book, Spawn. Reason number 5, one man's vision. This movie is 100% the story of Arthur Fleck. We get to see his descent into madness, one scene at a time. Supporting characters don't get much screen time or backstory. There's no secondary plots we have to follow along with. We get to see the world through Arthur Fleck's eyes alone. As a result, by the end of the movie, one of the worst comic book villains of all time has you on his side. Fantastic. A couple closing thoughts. The only thing I would change about the film is right near the end, there was a sequence of scenes where the audience is shown a few of the moments in the film that only played out in Arthur's mind. The scenes with the young lady that he was stalking at one point and kind of daydreamed about having as a girlfriend. We didn't need to be shown that, and I felt like it treated the audience as dumb. They already set up that he was crazy and delusional, and I don't think they needed those scenes in there. Let's end on a high note, shall we? My favorite scene of the entire film has to be right near the end, the triumphant climax. This scene could have been pulled straight out of a comic book, and I'm sure DC fanboys could school me on this one, but here we go. Joker appearing on live TV, telling dark jokes and just being awkward in general, dissecting society, pulls a gun and blows the brains out of TV host Murray Franklin, played by Robert De Niro, on live TV. Yes, that's the Joker I want to see. Love it or hate it, Joker is an instant classic and it's smashing the box office. Thanks for watching, everyone.